ExoMars is a mission to search for life on the surface of Mars, and more specifically under the surface of Mars. We believe that there is a permafrost layer buried in the rock, and we want to be able to access that layer to take a sample and look for organic molecules in that sample. So one of the key features of the rover is this drill on the front. This allows us to take samples from 2 meters below the surface. Firstly, we look at sort of the base composition of the samples we take. Is there water present? But more specifically, we then look for organic molecules, what we call biomarkers, what we believe to be the very building blocks of life in the samples we take. The wheel design is a really interesting part actually of our locomotion system, because we're not allowed to take rubber to Mars. It's an organic material, and if we're looking for signs of life, we don't want to detect something that we've brought with us, so a flake of our rubber tyre having worn off. So we've come up with this rather sort of ingenious, flexible wheel that allows us to compress down to a hard stop if we need to, but also to absorb some of the shock the rover will experience as it's driving up and over rocks as well, to give all those benefits whilst still being made of metal and not organics. We have to design the rover to work for 218 sols, which is a Martian day. The biggest challenge I think we're going to face is dust, because it tends to get everywhere on Mars, particularly on the surface of our solar panels. When it's on the solar panels, this means that it's not able to generate as much power, and in fact that will be probably the thing that ends our mission one day, when we're not able to generate enough power to keep the rover alive at night. There's quite a lot of evidence that Mars was not unlike the Earth at different points in its history. We find bacteria on the most sort of extreme environments on Earth, the driest, the wettest, the coldest, the most acidic. We know it's a very hardy form of life. So if any life has survived or is currently on the surface of Mars, it will probably be bacteria. As to our chances of finding it, whether it's actually alive today, is a little bit hard to say, but I like to think we will find something, because a lot of the scientific results from these missions will then direct where a human mission might go and who we might send on a mission like that. Will we send a biologist or a geologist or both? So these missions are really, really important in leading us towards that human mission.